In today's FX markets, let's take a look at the Australian dollar as it's coming under some heavy selling pressure today. Australian dollar down over 1% currently at the 0.65 level. Now that's negating a big chunk of the 6-day rally that we did see in the Australian dollar prior to the selling pressure today. And when you look at some of the driving factors, I think really a couple things here as we move through the week, but one of the primary drivers appears to be the backup in rates again. After a couple days of rates coming down, we're seeing rates moving back towards those recent highs here in the U.S., selling pressure pretty much across the entire curve. And I think that that's one of the factors contributing to the higher price action. Also, the markets are adjusting and probably setting up for the Fed announcement tomorrow, and the expectations are that they're going to be hawkish. Now, we'll see if that actually happens, but it does feel like that's creating a bid for the dollar as well, and also creating some selling pressure on the treasuries as, again, the markets are expecting that based on just some of the dynamics from an economic standpoint, from the inflation front, that the Fed will maintain a stronger viewpoint as far as the potential for cutting rates later this year. And I think that that's certainly impacting the markets today. And when you look at the price action, we're seeing the dollar having a strong day today, moving back towards that 106 level. And with that, we're seeing some selling pressure pretty much across the board in the major FX markets. Now, the Australian dollar did hit a 3-week high yesterday before this selling pressure, now moving it back down towards the lower end of the range for 2024, really. After coming off those lows a couple weeks ago, we are now moving back. We haven't gone down and tested those lows, but still, when you look at the range over the last, well, really since the beginning of the year, this level is the lower end of the range. And also, when you look at the major FX markets, selling pressure pretty much across all the major FX markets. We're seeing lower price action, the euro, the British pound, the Japanese yen. So again, the dollar showing some strength, rates moving higher here in the U.S., putting some pressure on the major FX markets, and the Australian dollar experiencing some of the heaviest selling pressure today, down over 1%.